back to me like he used to. So I haven't even actually seen him on the local net here. So I'm not sure what's going on, Greg. That's about all I can tell you right now. So yeah, I mean, I texted him quite some time ago, and I told him about Shannon passing away. The act that he had on one of his road trips that he made with his trailer, and he came back and he just said thanks for the information, and that was it. So it's been very silent here lately. That's about all I can say. Back to you, Nick.
All right, Eddie. If you hear from Greg, let me know, please. It's been in my thoughts. I've been following up with a couple of people I haven't heard from in a while. K8 PMI guy up here who's pretty regular on the barometer net. Haven't heard from him in weeks. So contacted him. He's in Florida working. So yeah, let me know. I'm going to clear with W3ETB. I want to say hi to my friend Mark, KG4SCK. Marco, what's up?
Hello. Hey, just Nick. Thank you for reaching out. Yeah, I'm just typing up all the stuff I want to say to YUK. How about that? KG4SCK.
Oh, all right. We're going for baptism of fire tonight. I see how it is. Are you all packed up and ready to travel?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. It's a light load and waiting on the last of the laundry to get done and all that good stuff. Yeah, I don't have to pack up too much. I ain't going to be gone that long, thank goodness.
All right, buddy. Well, Godspeed in your travels there. Don't be afraid to, shoot me a text message or something while you're down there. You're sitting in a waiting room being bored. When you get back, we're going to get together and figure out what to get you for a node. So there. And you can take us on the road with you when you go away. That's the plan. Maybe we'll have that in place before you take off for your Thanksgiving adventure. All right, one more time there, SCK, then I'm going to see what CXO is up to.
Oh, bless you, sir, and thank you so much. You're so thoughtful and helpful and just everything a fellow ham could be. That's awesome. And, hey, good luck at the drawing at the Ham Fest Sunday. I hope you win that ICOM 7300 and trade it in on your 991A. Okay, buddy. Thanks a lot. Bye.
That'll just sit next to the 991A there, Michael. Michael. Yeah, Mark. Sorry, looking down the list. Reading one, talking to the other. Marco, be safe. Going to clear with KG4SCK. WB8CXO. Hey there. Are you just popping in to say hi while you're setting up YouTube, or should I keep you on the list for Lucy to call out on here for pre-show? Comment. Go comment.
you, Nick. I vote for leaving WB8CXO in there. I haven't talked to Mike in a while, so he might not think he has much to say, but I always think what he has to say is interesting. KD80PC, back over to you, Nick.
Oh, I was just about to say that too, man. None of us have anything interesting to say. That's what makes it interesting. It's not interesting to us, but it's actually interesting to other people. It's usually the other way around there, Mike. I'm keeping you around because, like I said, it's Lucy's big show tonight. But wait, I see something in the blue screen I don't quite understand, so I'm going to check that out. CXO, stick around, keep listening. KE8VKA, Josh. What's that? You guys swap chairs. Does that mean you're doing a pre-show and Lucy's doing trivia, or does that mean you guys actually physically switch chairs? I'm curious.
KE8YUK breaking in and explaining. We literally swapped chairs. He's got the radio in the back left corner. Depends on how you look at it, but back left corner of our hobby room / office / craft room / ham shack. So to reach it from my desk is impossible. We've got this weird double L shape going, and it just made more sense for us to just switch desks. So he's over at my computer, pulling up NetLogger and all that stuff on that end, and I'm at his desk working with the 3 monitors that this man has. I am a 1-monitor person. I'm spoiled with 2 sometimes, but I can only handle 1. So 3, I'm just staring up into the sky, looking at all of the different things that I have pulled up ready for the big show, and the nerves are there, but I'm stomping on them like I'm trying to make wine. So that's what I meant, and I don't know if I'll type too much in the blue screen as Josh, but just in case it comes up or I forget, that's what happened. It's not Josh writing that until 10 o'clock.
W8WKY.
Okay, Roger there, Lucy. I gotcha. All right, it was a physical chair swap. Gotcha. Well, that's what you gotta do, and teamwork. So I was gonna call out to you about 20 minutes ago and ask you if you wanted to do a cold open at 9:30, and well, you can't do that now because I started talking to everybody and making a list anyway. So I've already got a list lined up for you. So here's the way that works. All right. The girl does the little introduction. You do the preamble thing, do the Mickey Mouse roll call, then read off everybody I've already got on the list, let them know they're there, take a round or two of check-ins, and then work all of them. Does that sound like a plan?
Roger that. I have the pseudo script pulled up. Hopefully I won't completely duplicate you. I've got some tricks up my sleeve, but I am hoping that I also give all of the facts and don't stumble too badly. So should be good. And yeah, I would have come on earlier, but I didn't. I don't remember why, but here I am. So pre-list is not a bad thing to have. So yeah, I think we're as set as we can be.
Yeah, well, I got nothing to do during this time, so I just start talking to people anyway. So I'd be in here chattering it up anyway. I always think it's strange when, nobody talks until a net starts, except for the Boredom Breaker net on Wednesdays. And there you go. All right, well, I got some folks lined up here for you. I'm going to talk to another 1 or 2 here, and then I'll clear out of here before the girl makes the announcement, and then it's all you. Anything else there for the next 3 minutes and 10 seconds there, Lucy?
Oh, I can fill 3 minutes easily. It just requires, a little vocal warm-up and then remembering some lyrics, and then we launch into an opera, and then about 3 minutes in, people decide they had enough, and then I lose my license. But, 3 minutes would be filled. So, pick and choose. I just have to make sure that my rambling is appropriately aimed, because I feel like I talked about everything in my day already at the Boredom Breaker Net. So I'm struggling to come up with new material, thank you, my love, to talk about. But hopefully people will provide that, and also have mercy. And again, really hoping that our friends from Parma chime in. The wife of that couple has never used her call sign. She got it, but she never used it. So I'm fingers crossed, really, really hoping that they check in, and technically we're her first contact. That's my goal for the evening.
All right, well, you don't need a whole lot of content for the pre-show. You just want to stack them up so that nobody has to check in with Dustin, because he's no good at it. And if you talk for 2 to 3 minutes with every person, you're only going to attend people on the list. And Dustin's going to think you didn't do anything for the half hour. So there. All right. Well, get yourself a cold beverage and take a deep breath. And you're going to be up here in about a minute and a half. And that's it. So there you go. And don't worry about the blue screen. I'll be typing away in there, and Josh can let you know if I send you any messages. So there you go. We got a minute and 15 seconds before the announcement. I'm going to run down the hall. This is KD8SLG standing by for the net.
WBHGKV. I got problems. I was testing here, and I got in at the wrong time again, but put me into the net there. WBHGKV.
Kilo Charlie 3, Quebec Foxtrot Charlie.
I'd like to remind everybody exactly what it means to stand by. WBHGKV, KC3QFC, FedEx, Mike got you on the list. Mike, I put you on mobile there. Lucy will give you a holler real quick at the beginning of the half hour here. We got 25 seconds before the girl talks. That would be the announcement girl. Please stand by.
KD8QKO, is it okay if I sit by it? I'm not standing.
The Beacon Net, a gathering of hams from around the world, will start on the system in 30 minutes. Come join us.
You know, usually it's said to wait for the girl, but surprise, it's a different girl. QST, 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 welcome to the Beacon Net pre-show. The Beacon Net is sponsored by the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association here on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown. 147.3390 positive offset TL 114.8. We light up the nighttime airwaves every Sunday and Wednesday night at 10 p.m. Eastern, 9 p.m. Tulsa time. This is the pre-show. I'm here to take early check-ins and in/outs. I line them up, and Dustin knocks them down at the top of the hour. I'm definitely using Nick's words. This is a controlled net, and we ask that all traffic pass through the net controls. Your net control operator tonight is Kilo Delta 8 Sierra Lima Golf. Actually, it's not. That is usually just Nick. But this is KE8 Yankee Uniform Kilo. My name is Lucy, and I am trying this for the first time. So please take it easy, take it slow, and tease just a little. As is tradition, let's check in with the Beacon Net crew before we get the party started. As Nick likes to call it, it's the Mickey Mouse roll call, but as I like to call it tonight, it's the Minnie Mouse roll call. We're going to check in with KD8 EPC up at the top. Dustin, how's it going?
KD8YUK and the Prenet. This is KD8 EPC. Well, good evening, Miss Lucy. We certainly appreciate you taking your first shot here at the pre-show. You're doing a great job so far. We are here. We have a cold beverage. We're going to go grab a snack before the net starts, but we will be ready to go. So with that, can you give me a quick signal report and tell me how I'm sounding this evening?
You sound just fine, Dustin. We're going to move on to KD8 SLG, the man, the myth, the legend, and the guy who's letting me take the big chair for the pre-show. It's just Nick. How's it going? You back from the hallway yet?
KD8SLG. Yeah, I knew exactly how long your preamble was going to take there, more or less. So I had time there. And thanks to Ed and FedEx Mike there, my toes when I wanted to run down the hall. And I knew you were going to read my call sign off. I just knew it. I did that on purpose. Minnie Mouse roll call. I got this Annette Funicello bouncing across the screen vision in my head. Lucy, you sound fabulous. You're going to have a good time. And for QKO, I see you're using your node there, Nick. That's awesome. QKO, AB8MO, and KE8QWE, NRW there on the remarks. On NetLogger, that means no responsibilities whatsoever. You sound great, Lucy. This is KD8SLG, back to net control.
Thank you, Just Nick. That's a new abbreviation for me, so I appreciate the lowdown, but we'll check on him. KE8QKO, how's it going?
KEYUK in the net. Hello. Can you give me a similar report real quick before I continue?
You are full quieting, Nick, at night. You sound good. Back to you.
Excellent. Thank you, ma'am. Yeah, I wasn't sure since Nick didn't respond to my comments earlier. I don't know if you heard me or not. But yeah, so actually really nice I have no responsibilities tonight because I had a mountain-sized pile of food on the fan that I couldn't work. And that's what I'm doing right now. I will be doing tomorrow. And sadly, I will probably have to miss the meeting tomorrow because I have about 3 days from work on it, which is, Anyway, it's good I can just listen to that tonight and not have to have any responsibilities. So while I try to figure out how to fix stuff that's broken. So with that, I'll pass it back to you. This is K8QKO.
W8WKY.
And after the reset, we'll be clear with KE8QKO. And we'll go over to Andy, the man, the myth, who put an antenna up in our backyard, despite the concerned looks of our neighbor. Andy, how's it going? KE8YUK in the net over to Andy, AB8MO. You there, buddy? All right, we will have to check in with Andy later on. So we're going to clear with AB8MO, and we're going to move over to KE8QWE. James, I don't know if you go by James. I'm still learning names. How are you doing this evening?
Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Lucy, I go by anything. Usually there's some profanity that's wrapped around it, but at 67 years of age, I've fought a lot of fights. And you just learn the ones to fight, you learn the ones that, screw it. So, I go by Mike. My legal name is Jim. In fact, if somebody calls and wants to talk to Jim, I ask them what they want. I want to talk to him. Lucy, you sound great, and you're doing a fantastic job. I'm sure I sound like me. And I have no responsibility, so I'll probably do a pretty good job at it. So, with that being said, this is Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo. Back to KE8YUK.
Well, it's good to hear from you, and good to know. My husband informed me that you are one of the many mics. I've lost track, but I'm sure we can work with something to come up with a name, anything. Anyway, moving on to my very own love, KE8VKA. How are you doing, husband?
I'm doing pretty good for sitting in the same room, so I'm not going to take up much time. Excited to do trivia tonight in the net, and talk to you all soon. KE8VKA, back to net, pre-net control.
Nothing like knowing he's done by handing the microphone back to me. All right. We have a list of early pre-checks courtesy of KD8SLG. So so we're going to start on that list. First and very much at the top, we've got NT8D. Over to you, David.
See, I've been enjoying your pre-show. You've been doing a great job. It's fun to listen to you. You've got a great radio voice. I'm not going to stick around for the whole net just because I have to get up and work in the morning, but I will listen for as much as I can on the scanner. But I wanted to get on and say hi and check in with you and wish you the very best on your maiden voyage here. And yeah, you're more than stage ready. So have fun, relax, and I'm going to enjoy listening to you. I'll listen for the trivia and hopefully gloat to myself as I fall asleep. Back to net control from NT8D. Y'all have a great night tonight.
Well, thank you, NT8D. I appreciate it. I was born for the stage. However, this radio voice comes from being sick. So we'll see what I sound like in the ensuing weeks as I check in frequently on the Boredom Breaker net. I forgot to remind you not to recheck. Once you are on the list, you are on the list. So please do not recheck when I call for them later on, not yet, or when the actual show starts. Furthermore, if you are in and out, please say so, and we will put you down as such. We're going to move over to KA0KDW and check on you. Brad, how's it going?
What break from them same old guys. I mean, goodness. We're just kidding. We love you guys over here. And by we, I mean, I guess it's just me, because, yeah, I'm the only one that hears my notes, so aside from those on Broadcastify. But anyhow, doing great on the net tonight. And, hey, Nick, you know, it's been a while since I've been on here, and you can answer this at the top of the other net or whenever, I don't care when. But I want an ARM update. I want to know how you're doing with that ARM of yours. So, and secondly, I will be shooting you an email to remind you, Nick, of the local net that I run down here that's accessible by Allstar. That'll be running tomorrow night at 7:30 Tulsa time. And anybody is welcome to join me on that net on Allstar number 565502. 565502. And hopefully that Allstar Node, hopefully it'll be working fine this week. It's been throwing fits the last several weeks. So hopefully it'll be working fine this time. Otherwise, good to hear somebody new on here. It's a nice little chip. So keep up the great, and hope you're enjoying it. I love doing net control duties myself. Tomorrow will be day number 4 of running nets. So there you go. K0KDW, back over to you.
This is KE8YK. This is the Boredom, or no. See, I knew I'd mix up the nets. I knew I would. This is the Beacon net. Good to make your acquaintance. I'm not sure I have before, and I appreciate the support. I don't have much of an ARM update because I'm not Nick, but I can say mine's better than his right now. We're going to move on down the list to K5CFY. Ray, kind of my net mentor because of the Boredom Breaker net, and very grateful for that net. I'm going to pass it over to him. Ray, take it away.
KE8YUK, this is K5CFY. Well, great job, Miss Lucy. You are definitely a natural at it. I knew you would be, but anyway, good to hear you on there and doing a wonderful job. And I'll get back here and let you get on down the list because you got a good list there that got going. So, again, 73. And I'll definitely be hanging around, but we'll catch you later. K5CFY, back to net control.
Okay, K5CFY, thank you very much. And yes, I need to ask if people are sticking around. So if I forget to ask you, please tell me anyway. We're going to clear with K5CFY, and we're going to move on to W3ETB. We're talking to Eddie. How's it going? And are you sticking around for the big show?
Hi, Lucy. Yes, I will be sticking around. Always like to hear this trivia question and throw out my answer. See whether I get it right or not. The wife and I, we have a big going on about doing quizzes. And I think she cheats, though, because she always tells me she gets every one of the questions right. And I always wind up getting right something, it's kind of unusual. So she gets everyone right. I think what she does when she misses a question, she goes back, plays again, puts in the answer, the right answer. Anyway, I'll be here. So back to you. The ETB back to.
Fabulous, Eddie. Yeah, my husband and I, we go back and forth with different trivia as well, and he won't tell me the answer, but I think I know this one because I was watching him do the research for it, so we'll see what happens. We're going to clear with W3ETB, and we're going to move over to KE8BOX. Scott, you had trouble earlier today. How's it going now? And are you sticking around for the big show?
W8WKY.
BOX here. Yeah, Lucy, I'll be sticking around for the net. Doing a great job. KE8, be clear and standing by.
You're a little scratchy, a little crackly there, but we got you, and sounds good. We've got WB4AIZ, but he's grayed out, so I believe that's an in and out. So we're going to move past him with a wave, and we're going to move on to Kilo. This is why I don't switch to the phonetic yet. We're going to go to KG4SCK. I know that call sign. How's it going, Mark? Are you sticking around?
Well, hello, Lucy. Yep, I'll be around. Hey, you got to tell us, when you got Nick behind the curtain, does he wear slacks or shorts or what? Oh, and is it really true? Yeah, he doesn't own any Crocs? Think we should start a GoFundMe page and buy Nick a whole bunch of Crocs, like so many to fill up his room that he could sleep on them? Oh, yeah, you were a 10th grade teacher, right? Isn't that the grade where you had to learn algebra? Yuck. I mean, real yuck. That class had no class for me. The best class I took in the 10th grade was typing, and obviously it wasn't for typing. All the cheerleaders took typing that year, so it was no brainer for me. Well, that's it for me, KG4SCK, back to pre-yuck.
Well, that's a lot to unpack. First things first, curtain, it's pretty thick. All I know is that it has unicorns on it. Take that up with Nick. As far as owning Crocs, absolutely, we need to fund that and take care of that. I own 2 pairs myself. One of them are worn almost to death, and the other pair are my outdoor Crocs. So hopefully they'll last a little longer because they've gotten very expensive. I was a 10th grade teacher. I hope to retain some sort of teaching, hopefully through homeschooling. As far as algebra, I have no idea anymore. I was homeschooled. That was a long time ago. And then I was an English teacher, so I specifically avoided math. I got nothing. As far as learning typing, my mom sort of started me on typing when I was, homeschooled. And then I went to 4 years of online high school, and that was my typing school. No cheerleaders for me, though. Thank you very much. We're going to clear with Mark with the wave and howdy, and we're going to move on to Mike. Another Mike. There's so many. We're going to go to WB8CXO. How's it going? Oh, and are you sticking around? WB8CXO. This is KE8YUK with the Beacon Net. Hopefully Nick can answer that question. Also, just a reminder to everybody, it is going on 9:50, and I still have more pre check-ins and not even all the check-ins. So I'm going to try to pick up the pace just a tad and try to get more people in here. So with that, we're going to clear, and we're going to move over to KC0LRM, over to Dana. I knew a Dana back in Parma. Now I'm rambling again. Over to you. Are you sticking around for the net? Dana, anybody? KC0LRM, you there?
Hey, thanks for getting me there, Lucy. Sorry, I had to switch sides of my radio there. Kelly, I go by Kelly here, just so you know in the future. And yes, I am sticking around for the big show, and thanks for your first night on the net. Glad to be here. I'll let you get on down the list. Have a good night.
Thank you so much, Kelly. We appreciate it. We got a lot of middle name people here that I'm making friends with, so I'm going to try to keep you all straight. We're going to clear, and we're going to move over to WB8GKV. How's it going, Ed? Question mark? And are you sticking around for the show?
Let's see here. Yeah, I think I got in. I'm on a link this time. I usually use it, but I happen to be over at this part of the house. So, WB8GKV in Wadsworth area, and we'll be sticking around. Good to hear. I guess you're learning how to do the net or the pre-net or whatever it is. Good to hear you in there, and good to hear everybody else. So we'll be sticking around. This is WB8GKV.
Thank you very much. You're just a tad scratchy, but it's not too bad, and it's good to hear you as well. We're going to clear with WB8GKV, and we're going to move over to KC3QFC. It's another mic. I believe it's our third for the evening, and one day I will get all of your nicknames straight. Are you sticking around for the full show, sir? KC3QFC, you there? All right, we'll have to come back to mic number 3, and we're going to go to KE8VZA. Eric, commonly confused with KE8VKA. Are you sticking around for the show?
KE8YUK, this is KE8VZA, VZA, VKA, whatever it takes. Yes, I'm going to be sticking around for the big show. It's good to hear you on the pre-net tonight. You're sounding good, doing a great job. KE8VZA, back to you, Lucy.
Thank you so much, Eric. I appreciate it. We're going to clear, and we're going to go to AA8CS. Gary, our fearless leader, even though I'm not technically a member of the Sarah Club yet, but we're getting there. Are you sticking around for the show?
Good evening, Lucy. Just saying. Good to hear you on the radio. You sound fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. And let me just say this. Most YLs or XYLs sound great on the radio. But, Miss Lucy, you sound fabulous. And nice job tonight. I'm not going to be... I got to be up at the ungodly hour. I got to get up at 6:30. That's a.m. That is in the morning. It is definitely an ungodly hour. I have to get up and do the barometer net, and I hope you drop by and say hello if you can. But I'm not going to stick around, but I did want to be here for your inaugural voyage, and I am certainly glad I was, and I'm certainly glad to have heard you and not just hear about it. So I'm sure the folks are going to be talking about how great you were on your inaugural net control
stent, but anyway, I'm glad I heard it in person. Not going to be here, but I do appreciate you being here and appreciate your husband as well. You guys take care, and yeah, it's technicalities. We're all in this world together. So Lucy, take care. Have a wonderful net, and we'll talk to you again real soon. This is Alpha Alpha 8 Charlie Sierra. Back to KE8YUK and the net.
KE8YUK and the Beacon Net. Thank you so much, Gary. I appreciate it. We're going to clear with Gary, and we're going to move over to Fred, WA8KOC. He's sticking around for the rest of the show.
Good evening, Lucy, KE8YUK. Fabulous job. I got to admit, you know what? You're a natural. And my best to Josh and all the rest of the folks in here on the net. I will not be able to stick around. Dinner is being served. So I will just go ahead and say thanks for doing the pre-show. Excellent job. And wouldn't expect any less. Have yourselves a great net, and we'll look forward to talking to everybody real soon. KE8YUK and the Beacon Net, WA8KOC. 7-3, girl.
Much obliged, much obliged. We're going to clear, and we're going to move over to Kilo Delta. Why did I switch to phonetics? I'm going to mess up if I switch to phonetics. KD2HCE, Chris over in Medina. You sticking around for the big show?
Congrats on your first night on Lucy. KD2HCE. No, I'm COVID-lessing right now. Got it on Friday. And on my third day of my antiviral, my voice is, as people who know my voice, it's not here yet. It's kind of trying to return. I was supposed to go to the picnic, and I'm glad I didn't, because my wife shared this with me, and I don't want to share it with you guys. And no, it's not good, not fun at all. But no, I'm glad you're doing good on your first night. You're doing better than I would. So again, 7-3, everybody, have fun, and hopefully I'll be better for Sunday's net. KD2, HCE, back to net.
Oh, we're sorry to hear that you're under the weather, but glad you're convalescing. That was not on purpose. I am also convalescing, and my voice is not usually this deep, so hopefully it's not a letdown next time I chime in with it back to normalcy. We are going to move on to KE5NCP. We're going to go over to, I believe, Bill, but I could be wrong. You sticking around for the whole show?
Good evening, Lucy and everybody else on the net. And, yeah, we're going to stick around for the show here. We didn't make it Sunday, so we're going to try and stay in here tonight. Of course, something may change, but that's the plan anyway. And you're sounding good there, Lucy, and don't let anybody tell you any different. Anyway, good hearing you in here, and the name is Tom that we go by anyway. Tango Oscar Mike. So thanks for picking us up, and we'll catch you later. KE5NCP, back to net.
Another middle name? Someday I will learn. Nice to meet you, Tom. And we're going to check in with AI5Q Jareth. I am not used to that short of a call sign, but are you sticking around for the whole show?
Well, good evening, Lucy. AI5Q here, and yes, I will be sticking around for the whole show, and I am testing out a node for a friend of mine that I rebuilt, and am going to plan on shipping off to him in the next day or two. So if you wouldn't mind giving me a little bit of a signal report, and I asked Dustin and Nick to be as critical as they can, because it's for a blind ham, and they're pretty discerning on their audio, so let me know how I sound, if I'm on par with everybody else's volume, or if I need to click it up or down a little bit. And I'd say you're on par with the other net control in the preamble of the net. And that's not a diss on you. It's probably more of a compliment on Nick. So you're fun and engaging just like he is. So take that as you will. AI 5Q.
Yeah, as far as the sound report goes, you do sound level with everybody else, pretty clear. And props to you for helping. I do take that as a compliment, especially because Nick kind of inaugurated my nickname of Just Lucy because I am Just Lucy. So, yeah, I would take that overall well. And we're going to thank you very much, and we're going to move on to our favorite Nickelodeon, who I met once at one of my first POTA events. Actually, so far the only one, but that will change come later this month. We're talking to KF5ADE Nickelodeon. How's it going? And are you sticking around?
Lucy, good evening. Yes, I was going to say pretty much the same thing you did. I got a chance to meet you before you were licensed, so that's a great thing. And when you met Fade and I. So with that, yeah, I'm going to be sticking around, and I'll let you go ahead and get with Sandy and let her do her own check-in, but I'll hand her the phone. I don't know if she's got, yeah, she doesn't have her phone up there, so we'll let her use my phone tonight. So with that, KF5, AD, Nickelodeon, back to net control.
Yes, indeed. That was when I was KE8 TBD, and now that's just Betty's fake call sign. Yeah, it was wonderful to get to meet you, and it was all a pathway to get me where I am now. We're going to talk with Sandy, as mentioned, KG5SYC. Good evening, Sandy. How are you? And are you sticking around for the show?
This is KG5SYC, and yes, yeah, we are sticking around. And you're doing an outstanding job. My hats is off to you, girl. You're just gung-ho, and you're stepping into the ham realm real well. Before long, I'll be hearing that you're an extra. At any rate, you have a fine one, and we'll cut this short so that you can get on down the line. This is KG5SYC, Sandy, Cibolo.
Much obliged, Sandy. I appreciate it. This is KE8YUK taking, oh my goodness, he arrived, taking the pre check-ins, and we just got another one, and I know that call sign because I call it Kiwi. This is KE8WEE, and that would be Peter Lyons up in Parma. How's it going, Peter? And are you sticking around? And is Daniel?
Hey, Lucy, KE8WEE here, your favorite exotic fruit, logging in over Echolink W8WKY-R. I am not probably sticking around for the whole thing because I am still recovering, and the wife is here. She's listening. She's very tired. Everything is very late. It is, 22:02 right now. I miss being in California when this was actually 1900. But I'll throw it back to you. Wonderful to hear your voice. You're doing a great job. Back in that control. Kiwi.
Wait, who am I asking? Peter, could we add Danielle's call sign to the list to add to our numbers, please? Back to you.
Absolutely. She's Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Hotel Sierra, KE8WHS.
Fabulous. We appreciate it. Have a great night, both of you, and rest up. Take it easy. We got you in the net. We are going to go back up to our no response, mic number 3, KC3QFC. Are you back around? Can we put you in? And are you sticking around for the big show?
W8WKY.
No response, unfortunately. So we're going to go back up to our Minnie Mouse roll call if I can make this mouse scroll. But I know who I'm looking for. Andy, AB8MO. Are you around yet? And can we check you in? And are you sticking around? Or are you taking a nap? Much to my chagrin, regret, and sorrow, I hear nothing. So with that, between the pre-check-ins and my rambling, it is 10:04, and I can't even take pre-checks. But I appreciate the participation, the support, and the patience. And we're going to pass it off to the Squatch of Medina, Dustin, KD8 EPC, the big man for the entire Beacon Net on Wednesday nights. What have you to say, sir? And can you take over, please?
All right, thank you so much, Lucy. Wonderful job with the pre-show there. We certainly appreciate it, and we look forward to your next one there. Good evening and welcome to the Beacon Net. This is KD8EPC. My name is Dustin, and I'll be net control for the evening. The Beacon Net meets every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink W8WKY-R. This is a directed net. All traffic must pass through net control, and all stations are welcome to check in. We'll take multiple rounds of check-ins, so if you don't get in the first time, stand by, and we'll get to you as soon as we can. We're linked in with our friends in Oklahoma that do drop in, and various other repeaters throughout the country, so we ask that you key for a couple of seconds before and after you transmit, so we hear everything you have to say. Before we start taking check-ins, is there any emergency or priority traffic? Please call now. All right, not hearing any emergency or priority traffic is always a good thing. So with that, we're going to start taking check-ins here. So stations that haven't already checked into the pre-show that'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please say your call phonetically, followed by alphabetically, along with your name and location.
Kilo Alpha 8 Yankee KA8YYY, Paul in Wayne County. Check me in and out, Dustin.
Mark there, Whiskey Delta 8, Mike, India Uniform, Seminole, Florida.
Kilo 8, Papa Julia Whiskey, KAPJW, Philip in Twinsburg.
Kilo Juliet 5, Charlie Golf Juliet, Aussie, Tulsa.
Kilo Echo 8.
Here is Whiskey 8, Delta Echo Charlie, Matt in Ashtabula County, coming in through W8OKE repeater. I'll be in and out tonight.
KD8 VCH Edwin in Middlefield, and I'm on the 015 repeater in Newberry.
All right, let me hold it up right there for a second and make sure I've got it. All right, I picked up KA8YYY, Paul, in and out. I have WD8MIE, Warm Weather Wade, good to hear you this evening. K8PJW, Phil. I have KJ5CGJ, Aussie. I have K8MMY, Chris. I have K8VCH, Edwin. There was a station in there that I missed. If I missed you, would you come back?
King Charles 8, Fox Plain Victor, KC8, FPV. Doubling private with the first or second are in there. KC8, Fox Plain Victor, Mark.
And Whiskey 8, Delta Echo Charlie, W8DEC, Matt in Ashtabula County. I'm going to be in and out tonight.
All right there, guys. The DEC station there, we got you. That was the one I missed. I picked up KC8FQV, and I picked up WV3K. But Matt, we got you in and out. Thanks for stopping by. And all right, we got a good list there. Let's see if we've got anybody else. Any other stations that'd like to check into the Beacon Net, please call now.
Kilo Echo 8 Yankee Charlie Victor KE8YCV Mark from Memphis, Michigan via RF through Newbury.
Kilo Echo 8 Tango Quebec Romeo Keith in Uniontown KE8TQR. Mark me in and out. 73, everyone.
All right, we picked up KE8TV, Mark, over there in Michigan, sounding wonderful into the Newberry machine tonight. And we picked up Keith, KE8TQR, in and out. Thanks for stopping by, my friend. We certainly do appreciate it. All right, we've got 39 on the list here, so we best get back up here to the top. And we're going to go talk to KE8VKA, our newest trivia apprentice this evening. Josh, what do you got for us?
KD8EPC and the Beacon Net, KE8VKA. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening to everybody on the net. Tonight's trivia. Please no Googling, searching, or spoiling the answer. Or biting, I guess. Lucy said. All right, many amateur radio operators who operated during the Cold War are familiar with the Russian over-the-horizon radar, nicknamed the Russian Woodpecker. This nickname stemmed from its sharp, repetitive tapping noises which interfered with over-the-air communications and TV signals all over the world between 1976 and 1989. What's the actual name of the radar? Your options are A, Zeslon, B, Dugga, C, Mech, D, P3. Your options again are Zeslon, B, Dugga, C, Mech, and D, P3. And with that, I'll post that in the blue screen for us to be able to, for folks to look at, and I'll pass it over to you, Dustin. KE8VKA, standing by.
All right, Josh, thank you so much for joining us this evening, and thank you for the wonderful trivia question. I'm going to think about it for a while, and while I do that, we're going to go on the list here, and we're going to start with KA0KDW. Brad, how you doing?
Good evening yet again, Dustin, the rest of the crew. We're going to start off with my answer first. And this is because I have literally no clue. So I'm going to go B for Brad. How's that? Or B for Bubbles or Banana Pudding. We'll go with Banana Pudding. I like that one. There we go. Now I'm going to have to go buy some stuff and have my sister make me some banana pudding. Anyhow, doing all right. Glad to be back with you guys again. It's been a while, either because I've just been too tired to check in. Had a cold at the end of August into early September, and that prevented me from doing a lot of radio stuff just because I had a really sore throat and didn't feel like being on the radio. So my voice has finally recovered for the most part from that. Still a little gravelly from time to time, and still a little bit of a residual cough as well. But we're finally getting over all of that. And then, of course, went to a funeral last week on Wednesday, and plans changed last minute, and we went to my aunt's house and hung out for a few hours. So there was that. Left me scrambling to find some backup people for the nets that I take care of on Wednesday nights. So we were able to get that taken care of instead of canceling, which is good because I don't like to cancel the nets if I can avoid it. So there we go. But otherwise, looking forward to it. As I said in messages, looking forward to maybe meeting you and Nick this spring. Hopefully everything works out and we can make that happen. I would definitely enjoy that. Otherwise, we'll go ahead and let you get on down the list. And we'll stick around and see if maybe my random I have no clue banana pudding guess is correct. We'll send it back over to you, Dustin. KD8 EPC in the net. Have a wonderful evening and a great weekend from Southwest Missouri. This is KA0KDW.
All right there, Brad. Well, it's great to hear you out there, and hopefully you'll shake that cold there sooner than later. And boy, now you've got me wanting banana pudding. So, man, I can't even get it anywhere this time of night, so I'm going to have to try to do that tomorrow. But great to hear you, my friend, as always, and we will try to make the net, but I won't make any promises because Thursday evenings are pretty busy actually, I won't be able to make the net. I have a club meeting tomorrow, so maybe next time. But we'll say 73 for now, my friend, and we'll catch you down the log. K5, CFY, Mr. Ray, one of the wonderful net controllers for the Boredom Breaker net. Take it away.
KD8 EPC in the net. This is K5CFY. Good evening, Mr. Dustin. 2 times in one day is definitely a good thing. I enjoy Wednesdays. I'm going to go with answer A. It's a guess, but that's the first thing that came to mind since it was the first one on there. Anyway, the only thing I think that might improve Wednesdays would have Miss Lucy, Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Uniform Kilo, maybe do the second hour. That sounds pretty good. Back to you there, Dustin, at K5CFY.
All right, K5CFY. Well, Ray, we got you down for answer A there, and I agree with you 100%. I think we should put the yuck on an hour there of the Boredom Breaker net and see what happens. And you know what? In all Ohio, Wednesday, Boredom Breaker and Beacon net, people might get tired of hearing us Ohioans, but it would be a fun time to see that happen. So with that, Ray, we'll say 73 to you for now. And everybody, if you don't know, the Boredom Breaker net is every day at noon Central Time, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 and Echolink N5XQK-R. Ray, we'll say 73 to you. Have a great evening, my friend, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, we're going to go down here to W3ETB. Eddie, how you doing?
I got to get the mic down so I can talk. Otherwise, you won't be able to hear me, or I'll be really, really faint. So, anyway, I got it down now, so hopefully I'm okay. Anyway, I agree with Ray. 2 times in one day there. That's pretty cool. Dustin and also perhaps even this hour, because I know this has been really at the bit to get a third hour going. Actually, what was it, yesterday? He pretty much almost had a third hour. With his 73 check 73 there. So anyway, I know you got a list, so I'm not going to put things up. I'm going to go with B for big. I don't think you can go with that, right? Anyhow, I'll turn it back to you, Dustin. W3 TV, back to net.
All right there, Eddie. Well, thanks for joining us. We got you down for B for Beacon Net, and I tell you what, I feel sorry for you and Ray and all the guys that have to hear me twice in one day. I wouldn't even want to hear me once in one day. Hi. So thanks for stopping by, Eddie. It's always great to hear you, and we'll talk to you again there real soon. All right, let's jump over here to Vermilion and talk to Scott, K8VOX. Take it away, my friend.
K8VOX here. Well, I hope I'm making the trip tonight, Dustin. I couldn't make it this afternoon to you, but hopefully I'm making it now. Beautiful day. Everybody knows that lives in Ohio today. Lucy did a great job. I think she needs to have a longer pre-net. She's very entertaining to listen to. And for the trivia, I'm going with answer B, Bravo. That's all I got, Dustin. Thanks for getting me in. Have a great night. This is KE8VOX, clear and standing by.
All right there, Scott. Well, we got you on for answer B, and you're definitely making it tonight. A little bit scratchy around the edges, but I heard everything you have to say, so much, much better than earlier. And I'll tell you what, I don't know about starting any earlier. I couldn't sit in my chair much longer than the pre-show and the net, so there you go. But Lucy did do a great job, and we look forward to her next one there. So we'll say 73 to you, Scott. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's go talk to Mark now. KG4SCK, are you ready to mobile out of here?
Hey, good evening, Dustin and Lucy and everyone on the net. Yeah, bags are packed, laundry's done and folded, and yeah, ready to go and take care of business down in Kentucky. The wife was just calling me, so I got to make this short. I had some super fun tonight with Lucy on the pre-net, and of course with you running the helm there. So my answer for the fine question Josh has got is Bravo. Bravo is the answer for me. KG4SCK back to net control. Thank you, Dustin.
All right there, Mark. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We got you down for answer B, and definitely got to answer the wife there. Happy wife, happy life. So you travel safely. We'll miss you while you're gone, but we look forward to you getting back there. So we'll say 73 to you, Mark, and you have yourself a great evening. All right, now we're going to go talk to Mike, WB8CXO, our YouTube connoisseur. Go ahead, sir. All right, WB8CXO. Well, Mike, thanks for joining us, my friend. As always, we certainly do appreciate you being here, and drone videos are always cool to watch. I watch, there's a thing on Facebook that's just drone videos, so I watch that a lot just to see what people are up to. So there you go. Mike, thanks for joining us. Thanks for doing the YouTube thing. We really do appreciate it, and you have yourself a great evening. We'll say 73 for now, and we're going to go back over to Tulsa now and talk to KC0LRM. Kelly, how you doing?
W8WKY.
I think I was going to go with D since nobody's done that. It sounds different, so since I don't have a clue like everybody else, not a lot going on here. Played a little FT8 the last couple of days. I'm kind of new to that. Just kind of having fun with that. So that's about all I got, and enjoying this cooler weather since it's not 105 degrees. And so I'll let you get on down the list because you got a pretty good one going there. And it was kind of nice to hear Miss Lucy in there running the net tonight. That's a new one. So, all right. Well, y'all have a good one, and I'll let you get on down the list. All right. Thanks for running that, and have a good one. KC0, LRM cleared.
All right there, Kelly. Well, thanks so much for joining us tonight. We appreciate you being here. And, yeah, you know, we figure people get tired of hearing me and Nick all the time, so every now and again we've got to mix things up. So thanks so much for joining us. We got you on for Answer D, and we'll catch you there down the log. Let's jump back over to Wadsworth now and talk to Ed, WB8GKV. How you doing?
If you can copy. No amplifier tonight, but we're using the outdoor antenna. I've been testing a lot of equipment here and doing stuff and so on and so forth. But anyway, I'm sure it's getting in because I hear it back on the other room. So let me think here. I'm just going to guesstimate it at Baker or B. I don't know the answer, but I remember back years ago something about the woodpecker, they called it, or something. And then later on, Fidel Castro did something where the South, even in Florida, they couldn't hear. He was doing some kind of jamming. I remember two things way back. I don't know how, it's been quite some time ago. And then they kind of, somehow they got him to turn his, 300,000 watt transmitters down so that Florida and other areas down there could hear their programming. So there has been some of that. So you never know. With that, it's good to hear everybody on frequency tonight on the Beacon. And Dustin, I don't know what day, but Friday, Saturday, something, let me know. And of course, we're doing good shape now. And when I see you, I'll tell you some things. We've been doing some testing and equipment problems and doing this and that and the other. So there you go. With that, I'll turn it back to net control, and I'll say good evening. This is WB8GKV.
All right there, Ed. Well, good to hear you tonight, and we will be there Saturday. But sounding good, making the repeater, whatever you're doing. So we're glad that you made it in, and we got you down for Answer B there. So we look forward to hearing you Saturday, or seeing you Saturday, and we'll talk to you there down the log. I know he didn't answer, but I'm going to try him anyway. Mike, KC3 QFC, are you back in the truck or mobiling around? All right, he may be in a bad service area. We'll try him again later on. That brings me down to Eric, K8VZA. How you doing?
KD8EPC in the group. This is KE8VZA. Doing well, Dustin. Hope everybody else is. Good to see everybody tonight. I'm going to go with trivia answer Bravo for Duga. Total guess, I would have picked a Cornwaldo beating related answer, but we don't have one tonight, which is fine. So we'll take a stab at Bravo. Things here going well today. Just, normal day, work. Come home and was on the Norris Food Net earlier, which was a good time. And that's about all I have. This is KE8VZA. Back to you, Dustin.
All right there, Eric. Well, thanks for joining us. We got you down for Answer B. I totally forgot about the Food Net earlier. I would have checked in because I was here at the house. And just an FYI, I turned on the monitor button and heard you on the reverse. Didn't have much of a signal on you, but I could hear you. So that's pretty cool. That means we might have to try some simplex sometime. We'll say 73 to you for now. We got you down for Answer B there. And that brings me down to Tom, KE5NCP. How you doing?
KD8EPC, KE5NCP. Good evening, Dustin, and everybody else on the net. We're doing pretty good here today. Had to make a trip into town today and back, but got that done. Currently 77 degrees, starting to cool down a little bit. We got up to about 88 today, so kind of got a little warm during the middle of the day there, but the humidity wasn't too bad. Did get a bunch of rain, bunch of lightning and thunder and all that good stuff last night. So tonight's so far so good. Anyway, the trivia answer I'm going to go with is Bravo, and for banana pudding, because, hey, I made banana pudding at our last family reunion, and everybody told me that it was the best banana pudding they've ever eaten in their life, bar none. So, hey, I'm the banana pudding king, I guess, right now. Anyway, that's my answer there. We'll say 73 to the net, and catch you later. KE5NCP.
All right there, Tom. Well, great to hear you out there. And, boy, banana pudding again. I could go for some banana pudding, maybe some brisket to go with it. So there you go. We're going with the bee theme tonight. Tom, great to hear you out there this evening. You're sounding good, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, let's go over to Jairus now, AI5Q, testing out a node for another ham there. Go ahead.
Well, thank you, Nick. Sorry, Dustin. Oh, man, I'm not going to live that one down, am I? Thanks, Dustin, KDA EPC. See, I know your call sign. I know you like Savistanos, and I know you like my brisket, but apparently I can't pull your name out. Anyway, my answer for the trivia is going to be Bravo for Dig Dug. I don't know if you remember that game, but I used to play it a lot on the computer, Dig Dugga. Dig Dug just sounds like a fun name for something, so I'll go with Bravo there. And hopefully there's a little less white noise on this transmission. I switched radios. You'll have to let me know how it sounds, and if you think it's up to par for Ben. I know he's not going to want to transmit trash, so I'm just trying to do the best I can. So anyway, appreciate you running the net, and it's good to have Lucy in there at the beginning, and Nick before that, populating the list for her. So it's all good, and it's all fun, and it's just radio. You know what? At the end of the day, we're all amateurs, not professionals. So there you go.
All right there, Jairus. Well, it's good to hear you out there. And you know what? I think I've been called worse, but that's pretty low on the list to call me Nick Hi. And you're absolutely right. I might drive to Tulsa just to go have Savisanos, and visiting the rest of you is a nice bonus there. No, I joke. I have a good time when I come down there last time, and we look forward to the next time there. I do want to let you know you got an AC hum in there this time, so I'm not sure what the deal is with that, but that's definitely going to, I mean, it's not terrible, but it's enough that I notice it, and it would bother me if somebody talked to me on it for too long. So there you go. We'll say 73 to you for now, and if you need more radio checks, we'll be here for a while. So we'll say 73, and that brings me over to Texas now. KF5 ADE Nickelodeon, take it away.
Good evening, y'all. And yes, we definitely heard a little bit of a buzz in there for the other fella. That was, you could hear it. Nonetheless, it does sound good, though, other than the buzz. But let's see. The things around here have been really kind of typical for the kids to be watched. I got a chance to babysit the 3-month-old, 4-month-old, and the 2-year-old all by myself, so they actually trusted me to watch both boys at the same time, both being awake. So what did Opa do? Opa took the 2 boys outside to go play with Bubbles, put the littlest one in his little chair, put that one on the picnic table outside on the patio, and let the 2-year-old have a good time with throwing the bubbles around. So that's what an Opa does. He just does it. But so we had a good time for a little bit doing that, and the rest of the day was pretty much spent just watching the kids doing other things. so helping maybe, no, it wasn't helping the son with his homework today. It was more just listening to go about it. But nonetheless, trivia. You look at my last name, and you're going to sit there and see the answer, I think. That's what I'm going to go with, because I saw that, and I thought, that sounded familiar, because I do remember listening on the shortwave bands, the tech noise that thing would create. It was something else to listen to for about 5 minutes, and then you were done. And I'm going to go with the B, Bravo answer. I think that's the good one to go with. It's real close to my name. So with that, KF5 AD Nickelodeon. Now I'm going to turn it back to Net Control.
All right, KF5 ADE. Well, Nickelodeon, fun with the bubbles is always good, and that sounds like a good way to wear out the grandkids there. So I'm glad you had a good time today and got to enjoy your time with them, so that's always a good thing. We'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. We got you down for answer B, and we'll talk to you down the log. Let's go catch Miss Sandy now, KG5SYC. Take it away.
This is KG5SYC, and hello, Dustin and Nick and Lucy and Josh and Andy, if they're still awake. Yeah, Ray. We're going to have to make it to Tulsa and find that guy and put a face to the face like we did all you in Ohio. We might have to do an RV trip and spend the night there and do a face-to-face with those up there at the border breakers. At any rate, I kind of have to chuckle. A good way to wear out the grandkids. I don't know whether wearing out the 4-month-old with bubbles is all that. I would say, if nothing else, the 4-month-old wears out Opa and Oma more than we wear him out. But he sure got some cute smiles going on, and he's trying to learn to roll over. He's conquered one way, but he hasn't quite mastered the other. But he's coming along. And for the 2-year-old, he's a hoot. He reminds me of his daddy, and I keep reminding him, John, you're all boy. And he goes, all boy. Because he's at the stage where he repeats everything. At any rate, my answer is I'm going to go with my spouse. He goes with me a lot. Well, I'm going to go with him because the DUG, it just spells it all. So we're going to go with B for Border Breaker Net and the Beacon Net and all the other nets out there that start with a B. And this is KG5SYC. Back to you, Net Control.
All right there, Miss Sandy. Well, thank you so much for joining us. And my kids call their grandma and grandpa the same thing. So there you go. That's always good. We got you down for B, and I'll tell you what, if you guys make an RV trip there, you'll have to try to coordinate it with us, and maybe some of us from Ohio will go down there, and we'll all just invade Tulsa and have a party. So, Miss Sandy, we'll say 73 to you for now. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. I think he was in and out, but we're going to try him anyway. K8WEE, Peter, are you there? All right, nothing heard there. I thought he may have been in and out, and that brings me down the list to Wade, WD8MIU. How you doing, Wade?
Well, doing great. Sorry I missed your Border Breaker Net today. You know, I try to make them, but some days it's just not in the cards, and I hope you understand that. Good hearing Lucy doing a pre-net. I just caught her the last 5 or so minutes, and so that was kind of a nice change, if you will. Nothing against Nick and his pre-nets, but and I've totally got over my cold. I forget who was saying they were fighting a cold, but eventually it does go away. Sometimes it takes a lot longer than you want it to, but I know the people that heard me checking in with laryngitis and everything else, so you work through it, you know. And, golly, it's 75 degrees here, so it's really cooled down nicely. So this is what it's like all winter normally. So I know we're going to have some more hot days because it's only September, and we're going into October, but it'll be still warm all the way up till probably January, and it'll stay like where we are now, probably more so than not. But anyway, good hearing you, Dustin, and appreciate you doing the net. And I know Wednesday's a busy day for you, but I think you get some satisfaction out of it. And I know that Ray and the guys down in Oklahoma appreciate you and Nick doing what you do, and obviously we appreciate it up in Ohio and me down here in Florida. So back over to you. I'm going to go with C for Charlie. I don't know how I got D out of that. I don't know, have a clue what it is. Unlike the rest of them, we're all joking, and or not joking, but guessing, and in doubt, go with C, I guess. Back over to you, Dustin, WD8MIU, Seminole, Florida.
All right there, Wade. Well, it's great to hear you out there. We did miss you earlier on the Boredom Breaker net, but we understand other things come first there, so you can't make everyone. And you know what? I really do enjoy Wednesdays. I kind of set that aside as my net day. Like I say, I run the Boredom Breaker net, and then I'm here. So we got you down for Answer C this evening, my friend. Thanks so much for joining us. Stay cool, and glad you're over your cold there. We'll say 73, and we're going to go down here to K8PJW. Phil, how you doing?
KD8EPC, K8PJW. Good evening, Dustin, and good evening to all the Beacon.net operators out there. The list is growing, and fine job, Lucy, on the pre-net. Sorry I didn't get to check in, but it looked like you had your hands full, but great job. I'm going to go with... in the B column, put me down for Bravo. That seems to be the most logical answer for me. So I got a chance to put another coat of paint on the living room wall. It's actually looking pretty good now. So there's a couple little things that the floor guys need to come back and finish up. I think we'll be ready to move some furniture in. So anyway, that's what's going on tonight. I don't know if I'll listen out for the answer or not. I'm starting to get a little tired here. So back to you, Dustin. This is K8PJW.
All right there, Phil. Well, it's great to hear you out there today. Glad you got your painting done. I know you were talking about doing that this afternoon, so there you go. Thanks again for joining us, and great to hear you twice in one day. We got you down for Answer B there, my friend. We'll say 73 and have yourself a great evening. And, you know, you can always check in the morning at the barometer net because Nick will be there, and I'm sure he'll be happy to give the answer to you. So we'll say 73, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, we're going to jump back down here to Tulsa, and we're going to talk to Ozzy, KJ5CGJ. Boy, that's still a mouthful. Go ahead.
When the FCC gave me that, you know, I was so tempted. I thought for sure when I first saw what my call sign was, I thought definitely Vanity call sign is in my future. But it's kind of grown on me, and so I think I'll keep it. For the trivia question, because I have no clue, the Magic 8-ball picker for me says D, so I'm gonna go with D. We'll send it back to net and let you get that back down the list.
All right there, Ozzy. Well, thanks so much for joining us. We got you on for Answer D there, and we certainly appreciate you. And yeah, you know, it's a mouthful now, but once I get used to it, it won't be so bad. I'm sure same with you. I've had my same call since I got my license, so I couldn't change it now because I'd use the wrong call sign anyway. All right, we're going to go back up here real quick, and we're going to try to catch KC3QFC. FedEx Mike, are you with us?
W8WKY.
Kilo Charlie 3, Quebec Foxtrot Charlie. Indeed, we're here. We had a bit of node problems there at the beginning. We was able to check in, and all of a sudden, bloop, went bye-bye. But some very, very interesting time this week. I found out the other day I'll be getting my truck back. Apparently she's all nice and fixed, and I'll be getting her back in the morning. And the other day, let me just say this as a tip. If you're starting a new job, don't bring substances to work that might get you in trouble or possibly tased or, well, yeah, the whole workup. So let me just say it was very eventful the other day. Very stressful, too. But needless to say, that person will no longer be working, at least under my eyesight. So, let's see, we got a cool 50 degrees here just south of Syracuse right now. Seems to be clear skies. Thought I saw an airplane flying over, but he could have been flying low to the Syracuse International Airport. Other than that, not too much going on. Trivia, I have no idea. I didn't even really catch the question, but let's see. We'll pull the bottle caps and say, looks like Bravo for me. So, Bravo for the answer to trivia. So with that, we'll pass it back to net control from Kilo Charlie 3, Quebec, Foxtrot Charlie.
All right there, KC3QFC. Well, FedEx Mike, it is great to hear you. It has been way too long, and we're going to have to catch up there again real soon, either on here or D-Star or somewhere. So we'll say 73 to you, my friend. You have a great evening, and we'll talk to you again real soon. All right, now we're going to go talk to K8MMY. Chris, how you doing? All right, he may have been in and out. We'll give him one more shot. K8MMY. Chris, are you with us? All right, nothing heard there. That brings me down to KD8VCH. Edwin, how are you?
Good evening. Thanks for having me on. Edwin here in Middlefield, KD8 Victor Charlie Hotel. The answer to that, the Russians, what was known as the woodpecker, I can't remember what it was. I heard it, but I actually heard tapes of that, and they would try to disrupt, just irritate people with their RF frequencies. That's about it. I'm on the Newberry repeater, the 015 repeater. So I heard somebody in there from Oklahoma. It's kind of fun to do that. Thanks for doing the Allstar link. KD8VCH, back to net.
All right there, Edwin. Well, thanks for joining us, my friend. And yeah, we're linked in every Sunday and Wednesday. This net originates on the W8WKY repeater in Doylestown, but it's linked into the 015 by AB8MO. He so generously does that for us. And we're also linked in with Oklahoma. We're linked in with the Dewdrop In and all kinds of various other repeaters and things all throughout the country. And usually about the top of the hour, towards the end of the net, we even get Australia, a couple of guys that'll stop in. So it's kind of a worldwide net all over the place. So come back and visit us. Like I say, we're here every Sunday and Wednesday, and it's always a great time. So thanks for joining us tonight, my friend. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's go over to Mark now. KC8FQB, take it away.
All right, I'm going to say Alpha, I think. And, well, put some things in Marketplace in there. There's a lot of activity. I'm wondering if I put them too cheap, but I want to get rid of them. I didn't know what to start them at. There are items left in the house. You know, people leave stuff behind, or they just don't want them, or whatever. So everything else is going okay. So not much else. I was wondering if someone's trying to say they're going to pay me, and I don't have anything. I didn't think on the marketplace set up to get money. Well, then I was getting one person kept saying, I'm sending you a code, send me the code. Well, I looked up and it says, when I looked at it and asked Google, it says, that's a scam. The buyer is asking for you to send a code. I don't know. You know, a lot of this stuff is so new, and, you know, we've talked about it at different times, different places. People have talked about the artificial or the, what do they call it, you know, where the computers are going to take over, you know. But we'll send it back to net and catch Gary in the morning, KSFQV. There was something else I was going to ask, I can't recall what it was. Oh, if anyone knew, I might ask in the morning. You know, I remember there was a guy who was transferred to a hospital in Akron. I don't know if that was Bob or not. And he was moved there and moved somewhere else. Of course, that was Ron. I can't recall. I just was wondering if anyone out there in Silvercreek country knew. KSFQV.
All right there, Mark. Yeah, never give anybody a code. They're trying to steal your Facebook, so just stay away from that. And hey, if they want to send me money, tell them to send cash. All right there, buddy. You have a great evening, and I don't know the answer to your question, so maybe somebody else will there later on. We'll say 73, and we'll move on over to Canal Fulton and talk to WV3K, my good friend Phil. How are you?
KD8EPC for WWKY Beacon Net Control. This is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo. Good evening, Dustin, and may I also add compliments to Lucy for her exemplary orchestration of handling the net, the pre-net. She did a wonderful job, and certainly deserves to be complimented for entertaining as well as controlling the net. Yes, we do need to get her into a couple of other nets to be controlled, and I think that the border breaker nets are a good way to pull her in on that. And I'm sure you guys can convince her to do that, you and Nick. Anyway, getting on here, well, as you know, I've been in radar for years, and that's not something that's familiar to me, but as far as that was more the nuisance than anything else if you were going to monitor the AM broadcast. But yes, the Russians did have interference programs with extremely high power EHF, SHF frequencies that, sorry, the microphone slipped out of my hand, getting a little old and dinosaur-y in my age. Anyway, they did have systems that would crank out some interfering frequencies on compressed high-frequency high-frequency resolution chirps. So it was kind of just more of a nuisance than anything else. But they realized they were running into problems too, and with their transmitter running that kind of power. PA doesn't like that kind of stuff. With water-cooled jackets and stuff on those acorn tubes, don't like it. Anyway, I don't know what the answer was as far as what A, B, C, D, whatever was, but that was a Duger woodpecker type of sound that we heard, and that was like listening to the rep rate of a radar, repetition pulse rate of the PRTs. So anyway, if you could please put me in the spot there that designates Duger. I don't know Russian, but I know that I remember the name, something to that effect, and that was the woodpecker thing you heard on the radar, from at least on the AM broadcast. So anyway, that's what not my guess, what my trying to remember back when I was in school, and we we did have all kinds of neat things to learn. With that, I'm going to turn back to net control. Nice job, Dustin, and lots of love and many blessings to all those listening and participating on the net, and from both Robin and I, and take care. 73 Swall, this is Whiskey Victor 3 Kilo, and I will be clear.
All right there, Phil. That answer was B. So I'm going to drop it to let the repeater and everything catch up real quick. All right, that should be long enough for everything to reset. But yeah, Phil, that's answer B there. So we've got you down for that, and great to hear everything as well. And you said you're a dinosaur. Hey, at least you're a dinosaur and not a fossil. So there you go, my friend. You have yourself a wonderful evening. It's great to hear you out there, and we'll catch up with you again real soon. All right, we're going to jump over to Michigan now, and we're going to talk to K8YCV. Mark, good evening.
K88 ETC in the BeaconNet. KE8YCV here from Memphis, Michigan. Yeah, propagation is wonderful tonight. I've got you at a S9, maybe plus 10 decibels, and it's about 125 miles from me to Newberry, so across Ontario and across Lake Erie and up the hill to Newberry. And yeah, everybody's perfectly readable. I'm enjoying listening to everybody from across the country here. I spent a lot of time in Tulsa at one point. Good to hear voices from down there. Good to hear my friends from Ohio. And that's about all I've got. It's a beautiful day up here, and just wanted to drop in and say hi. So back to you. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Charlie Victor.
All right there, Mark. Well, thanks so much for joining us. Just a little bit of noise, white noise in the background with you, but you're making it just fine. And believe it or not, I turned the reverse on while you were talking for a second, and I could just barely hear you in the reverse, but I could over here in Medina, Ohio. So propagation must be up, and I might have to just fire up the radio and throw out my call on 5.2 after the net. So before you go, though, Mark, did you have an answer for our trivia question, or did I miss it?
Oh, I forgot. I'm going to go with Alpha. Don't know the Russian word, but we'll go with that one. Just guessing. KE8YCV.
All right there, KE8YCV. Well, Mark, thanks so much for stopping down there. We got you for answer A, and come back and join us on the BeaconNet when you can. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time, and even if you can't get us on RF, you can find us on Echolink on Whiskey 8, Whiskey Kilo Yankee Romeo, and Allstar Node 48496. We'll say 73 to you. Great to make your acquaintance, and hopefully we'll hear you down the log there. All right, we're at the bottom of the list. This is KD8ETC with the BeaconNet, and I'm looking for check-ins. Please call now.
Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Alpha.
Kilo Charlie 8 Hotel Delta Papa KC8 HDP Jerry in Shreve.
Kilo Echo 8, Whiskey Alpha. I see you got me. Okay, I'm sorry.
All right, we picked up several there. I have K8WA Gary. I have KC8HDP Jerry. And that last station, I totally missed your call. Would you come back one more time, just a little bit slower and phonetically for me, please? All right. right, nothing heard from that other station there. I guess we'll go back up to the top of our list here, and we'll start with KE8WA. Gary, good evening.
This is KE8WA. Good evening, Dustin. I've seen your net listed on the net messages here. I thought I'd check into you. Down here in Sandusky, he's got me down there. I didn't really catch the options on the question about woodpecker. I do remember that. I always thought it was over the horizon radar from Russia, over.
Oh, absolutely there, Gary, and I'd be happy to have our trivia question reread for you if you'd like. And also, I'm curious, how are you getting into the net tonight?
I'm coming in through the KRG machine in Lorraine, 146100 over.
Very good there. Well, you got a good signal, and I believe we're connected every Sunday and Wednesday to that for the Beacon Net. But stand by here, and we'll get the trivia question reread so you can give us an answer. All right, we're going to go back over here to Josh, K8VKA. Would you please reread us the trivia question?
I'm sorry, Dustin. It was blocked by the repeater ID, over.
All right, I'll make sure I got it here, and I'll reread the trivia.
We're going to have the trivia question reread for you, but yeah, we're connected every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time to the 700 machine also. So with that, stand by, and we'll get the trivia question for you. Josh, K8VKA, would you please reread us the trivia?
All right there, Dustin. Let me make sure I got it. All right, KD8EPC, KE8VK. Tonight's trivia question is, many amateur radio operators who operated during the Cold War are familiar with the Russian over-the-horizon radar, nicknamed the Russian woodpecker. This nickname stemmed from its sharp, repetitive tapping noises, which interfered with over-the-air communications all over the world between 1976 and 1989. What was the actual name of the radar? A. Zeslon, B. Duga, C. Mech, or D. the P3? Again, the options are A. Zeslon, B. Duga, C. Mech, or D. The P3. This is KE8VKA, back to KD8EPC.
All right, Josh, thank you so much for doing the trivia, and thanks for rereading it for us. We do appreciate it. We're going to go back down here to Gary now, KE8WA. Take it away, sir.
I'm Mrs. Dustin, and thank you. I don't know what the exact name was, but during the standard operating procedure for multiple choice questions, we don't know the exact answer. I always pick B for Bravo, over.
All right there, Gary. Well, we got you down for B for Bravo, and like I said, we really appreciate you joining us here on the Beacon Net. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. We always have a good time and good trivia questions, so come back and visit us when you can, and we'll talk to you there down the log. With that, we'll say 73 to you, my friend, and we're going to go down here to Jerry, KC8HDP. Take it away.
W8WKY.
Well, good evening, Dustin, and good evening to everyone on the net. It is great to hear everyone. Nice to check in with you, Dustin. I was going to check in earlier on the Boredom Breaker net, and got busy testing some equipment with the other ham and didn't get in. But for the trivia question, boy, I remember hearing that on shortwave. I wasn't licensed yet. But I'm going to go, I don't know, so I'm just going to go with the crowd and go with Bravo for my answer. Don't really know. But Great to hear everyone. And yeah, Lucy did a fantastic job on the pre-show. She is a natural. Don't really have anything else, so I'm going to send it back to you, Dustin. KD8EPC and the Beacon Net from KC8HDP 73.
All right there, Jerry. Well, thanks so much for checking in with us, and we certainly agree Lucy did a great job this evening, and we really appreciate that. We got you down for answer B, my friend. Thanks so much for stopping by, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, this is KD8EPC. We're at the bottom of the list, and we're looking for check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing heard. We're going to go up here, and we're going to talk to the net control team, starting with K8YUK. Lucy, good evening.
K8YUK and the net. I'm back. I had to throw a blanket across the room and weave between a trash can, my husband, and the various things that are on the floor because that's what our ham shack is right now. Stop being frustrated. Yeah, we're doing good. I do know the answer, even though Josh won't tell me the answer, so I'm going to refrain and chuckle delightedly to myself. That's pretty much it. I had a great time with the pre-show. Thanks again to Just Nick, Dustin, Ray for encouraging, all the support from everybody. I appreciate it a lot. It's a lot of fun, and I'm very grateful also to my husband, KE8VKA, for starting it all. I remember when he first wanted to be a ham, and he was studying, and I told myself, oh, that's so much work, and it's not interesting at all. But, you know, I'll bear with it because he's... And here we are. So it just goes to show that listening to your spouse matters a lot. So with that, I'm going to pass it back to Net Control, and I'm going to wish everybody a good night, God bless, and take it easy. That's it.
All right there, Lucy. Well, we appreciate you doing the pre-show, and we look forward to the next one. And hopefully you'll be able to take a few check-ins. Nick built quite the list for you to run through, and it was really fun listening to that. Everybody had a good time, and it proves that they're tired of listening to me and Nick. They'd much rather listen to you. So we'll get you back in there whenever you're ready to take another crack at it. And who knows, before you know it, you might be taking the hot seat and taking my time. But we'll say 73 to you for now. Thanks again, and wonderful job on the pre-show. We're going to go down now to KD8SLG, the man behind the curtain. Take it away there, Just Nick.
Oh, yeah. You got to get me just when I'm coughing. KD8EPC, this is KD8SLG. Good evening, all you Beacon netizens. Fine business there, Lucy. Fine business. It was a good time. I had a real good time yesterday on the Boredom Breaker net. That was fun, and today as well. So good to hear some new voices on the radio. Yeah, Josh, I hear Lucy on the radio more than you, buddy. just a thought there. I'm going with Bravo. I'm just going to follow everybody down the rabbit hole there, but I do think I do think that is the correct answer. And let's see. Trying to set up a little C4 FM simplex thing on Friday night. So if you got a Yaesu with digital on it and you want to play a little bit, we're setting something up for Friday night. Between 9 and 10ish, right after the Dixie Traders net. 145. I don't remember what I'd have to. I've got PT at the ungodly hour of 8 a.m. tomorrow. So yay. Looking forward to that. And Michael, if you're still listening, Barometer Net gets updates all the time. I'm 85% healed. Next week I get to start active physical therapy. I see the surgeon again in a month, and we'll go from there. KD8SLG, back to Net Control. Thanks, Dustin.
All right there, Nick. Well, thank you for being behind the screen and behind the scenes. And, you know, I made the mistake of going to physical therapy at 7:55 last week, but this week's appointment isn't until 10:55. So There you go with that. I'm going to break things up a little bit here. Before I go talk to the rest of the net control team, I'm going to talk to Zulu Lima 2, Bravo Echo Zulu. Paul, good evening. Are you there?
Yes, KDA DPC ZL2BEZ. Yeah, very good. Good evening to you guys. And I see you run a fairly good net, about 41 in the list, or I'll probably be 42. Yeah, the answer is Bravo as far as I know, and I've just provided a pronunciation guide for your announcer there, over.
All right there, Paul. We got you down for answer B there, and thanks for the pronunciation. We certainly do appreciate it. And I see you're coming in from New Zealand. That's really cool. Boy, I don't know if we've had New Zealand on here or not. So back to you.
Yeah, Roger, Dustin. Yeah, I'm coming in on the do drop in link, the do drop in via TGIF, over.
Oh, very good there. Yeah, we're linked in with the do drop in every Sunday and Wednesday Eastern time. I guess that'd be 0200 UTC there. So yeah, we're here every Sunday and Wednesday, 10 p.m. Eastern Time, 200 UTC. So we appreciate you being with us tonight. It's always good to talk to people from far away on the net. And we usually have a pretty good one. You're number 42 tonight, as you know, which is the answer to life and everything. So we certainly do appreciate it. Did you have anything else for us this evening, my friend?
Yeah, Roger, Dustin. Good to know you know the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy. 73 ZL2BEZ clear.
All right there, Paul. Well, thanks so much for joining us. And that's kind of our motto here on the W8WKY repeater. So come back and visit us, my friend. Like I said, we're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. And if you can't catch us on the Dewdrop In, you can catch us on Allstar Node 48496 and Echolink Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee Dash Romeo. And that's an open invitation to stop by anytime you'd like. Whenever we holler, there's usually somebody will answer you. So, Paul, we'll say 73. We'll wave a hand at you, and we hope to catch you there down the log. This is KD8EPC. I'm going to go back up here, and I'm going to finish talking to the net control team, and we're going to go to KEQKO. Nick at Night, take it away.
KE8QKO. Good evening, Dustin. Good evening, everyone on the net. Yeah, I think I kind of mentioned my comments earlier today. I was came home from the grocery store and was walking around the kitchen and got a message from work that I have a bunch of work that we have to get done before the weekend kicks off. I'll be working a lot of extra hours tonight and tomorrow night, so I'll probably very likely miss the club meeting, which I was really hoping to get to, but unfortunately either get paid or go play radio. I was going to choose to keep getting paid. Anyway, with that, sir, I'll pass it back to you. This is KE8QKO.
All right, now you can't get away that easy, though, Nick. I know you got a lot of work to do, but I need a trivia answer from you. I don't know if I missed it or if you forgot to give it to me.
No, I forgot to give it to you. I'm going to go with Bravo.
All right there, Nick. We got you down for Bravo. Thanks again, my friend, and you have yourself a wonderful evening, and try not to work too hard. All right, I'm going to let it drop real quick. Now we're going to go talk to AB8MO. Andy, good evening.
Well, you just thought I was there, I guess. I haven't been responding the entire net until now. Mrs. Van Dyke, I am terribly sorry I missed the pre-net. I was looking forward to it all day, getting in there and hearing you running the pre-show. You probably did it in a very timely manner. I think that's why I only ever did it once, because I was getting too chatty, and I was really cranking him in like the last 5 minutes, and maybe that was why I wasn't retained. But I think you will. I knew you would do a wonderful job. Something about female voices on amateur radio. We just like we're like flies over roadkill, man. We hear a female voice on the air, so you got that going for you, that's for sure. And I'm sure you did a terrific job there, Lucy, even though I missed it. Anyway, yeah. Read the blue screen there. Yes, Josh, I have been to New Zealand. Went to Auckland. Actually, I went to Tonga. I went on a missions trip to Tonga, which was awesome. It's a totally different culture, different, I don't want to say value system, but different mentality with priorities in life from those of us in Western culture, especially in Tonga, and it was very, very refreshing. They have a lot to offer us Americans, that's for sure. Let me drop it a sec. New Zealand, cool country. It's definitely more like America than Tonga is. But yeah, very, very long flight to New Zealand. We flew in and out of San Francisco. And I want to say it was 12 hours and change each way, and it was kind of strange. We repeated. Let's see. We skipped. We flew out on Saturday night. Touched down in New Zealand on Monday morning, and then on the way home, we took off on Tuesday evening and landed Tuesday morning. Figure that one out. All right, I'm going to stop running my mouth and just say answer B without any further elaboration. B as in Brad Duga. I like that one. Back she comes. This is AB8MO.
All right there, Andy. Well, thanks for joining us. We'll forgive you for being late, but I've authorized Lucy to take a couple of zeros off of your paycheck. So there you go. And if you'd like to hear the pre-show, it's forever memorialized on YouTube on WB8CXO's YouTube page. So there you go. Andy, have a great evening, my friend. We'll say 73 to you for now, and we'll catch you down the log. All right, let's go talk to my neighbor just to the south here, KQWE. Mike, take it away.
Kilo Echo 8 Quebec Whiskey Echo. Well, hello there, everybody. Hope everybody's doing well. Oh, I haven't been up to a whole lot. Well, let's just get this out of the way. Trivia, I'm going to go with the B Bravo. That was a serious-looking antenna that they used. But in any event, oh, let's see what I have been up to. I went and got my hair cut today. I was getting looking a little shaggy and unkempt, so I got that taken care of. I've been playing with the dog and helping my wife take care of her while her and one of her friends went out for lunch. I did some odds and ends around here. I was on 20 and 40 meters today, and conditions were good. So a large number of parks on the air. And I always like to do especially the ones that are out west. It just goes to show how well your equipment's working. Now, my HF antenna, the SWR is off a little bit, so probably tomorrow I'm going to go ahead and look at that. Probably got some water in it, so somewhere. So I'll go ahead and look at that. get that straightened up. Other than that, I don't have a whole lot more to report. Everybody, have a good night. Then I'll send this back down Mr. Squatch. It's a Kilo Echo 8, Quebec Whiskey Echo to KD8 EPC. See you later, everybody.
All right there, Mike. Well, glad you had a good day there, and hopefully you get your antenna situated sooner than later there. We got you down for answer B, my friend. We'll say 73 for now, and have yourself a great evening. All right, now we're going to go talk to VKA, our trivia apprentice for the evening. Josh, give us your comments, let the repeater drop, and then you can give us our trivia answer. Go ahead.
KD8EPC, KEAVKA. Good evening, everybody. Good to hear everybody on the net. It was a lot of fun. The baby woke up. Betty just woke up. So that's exciting. When did she go to bed? 9? On time? 9 o'clock? It was a little early, so that's probably why she's up. So she's probably hungry. So we'll take care of that and go from there. Really cool to hear Lucy on the pre-show. She did awesome. Really happy for her. Proud of her doing that. That was awesome. Cool that our friends Peter and Danielle checked in. Danielle by proxy there. That was awesome. Coming in from Parma. And what else? Looking forward to, hopefully on Friday, the C4FM Simplex roundtable that Nick's trying to put together there on 145.565. I think I got that down right. So I'll try to, I'll add that on my calendar. I've got a whole calendar of hamnets and events and things that so if there's ever an evening where I don't have anything to do, I shouldn't be bored. So, and then the other thing I was doing today is doing some last-minute prep work for the POTA event that I'm helping put together for the Woodchuck Amateur Radio Club of Parma. That will be Saturday, September 30th for anybody who's in the area. That's going to be at the Oak Hill Trailhead at Cuyahoga Valley National Park. So that will be a lot of fun. We're going to start at noon, start transmitting at noon. We're going to set up at 11 a.m. So if anybody's got wants to go out and do some POTA, hopefully it won't rain on us. So I'm going to let it drop and read the trivia. All right, tonight's trivia question was, many amateur radio operators who operated during the Cold War are familiar with the Russian over-the-horizon radar, nicknamed the Russian Woodpecker. This nickname stemmed from its sharp, repetitive tapping noises that interfered with over-the-air communications from 1976 to 1989. What was the actual name of the radar? A, Zeslon, B, Duga, sorry about the wrong pronunciation, C, Mech, and D, P3. The answer was Bravo, Duga. Duga is Russian for arc or curve, and it was used in the Soviet Union as part of their early warning radar network for missile defense. It was able to see missiles over the horizon by bouncing its signals off of the ionosphere. The Duga system was extremely powerful, reaching over 10 megawatts. 2 operational Duga radars were deployed, one near Chernobyl and Chernihiv in Ukraine. I'm sure I butchered that one. And the other was in eastern Siberia. To combat this interference, amateur radio operators sometimes attempted to jam the signal by transmitting synchronized, unmodulated CW signals at the same pulse rate as the offending signal. I'm going to let it drop for a second. These operators actually formed a club called the Russian Woodpecker Hunting Club. They even claimed that if the jamming was done properly, the woodpecker would shift off frequency to avoid the amateur operator's interference. Duga still stands today at 150 meters tall, stretches almost 700 meters in length, but it has been left to rot in the radioactive Chernobyl exclusion zone and is now in a state of decay. With that, thanks for letting me do the trivia tonight, Dustin. It was fun, and I'll pass it back to you, KD8EPC. This is KEAVK. 7-3s, everybody.
All right there, Josh. Well, thanks for doing the trivia. We really do appreciate you doing that for us, and we look forward to your shot there at the pre-show also. So, Lucy did a great job, and we look forward to seeing what you've got there. So, we'll say 73 to you for now, my friend. Have a great evening, and we'll catch you there down the log. All right, this is KD8PC with the Beacon Net. We're at the bottom of the list, and we're going to make one more call for check-ins here. So, station's waiting to check in. Please call now.
Kilo Charlie 8, Echo Yankee, Dave from East Sparta.
All right, we'll take them one at a time, and that's a good one. KC8EEY, Dave, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing just fine. I'm sorry that I joined the net late. Just came down here and just fooling around, checking measurements for a hex beam. I started building a hex beam 2 days ago and just fiddling around, and heard you guys in there, and I'm sorry that I didn't get the chance to answer the trivia question. I did know the answer. Okay, we'll say 73s and turn it back to net control. This is KC8EEY.
All right there, Dave. Well, we're glad you made it in better late than never there. So good luck with your hex beam. I hope you get it together, and we'll be waiting to hear about it there. So we'll say 73 to you, my friend. This is KD8PC with the Beacon Net. This is the last and final call for check-ins. Please call now. All right, nothing. On behalf of the Silvercreek Amateur Radio Association, myself, KD8SLG, K8YUK, K8QKO, AB8MO, K8QWE, and K8VK, we'd like to thank each and every one of you for checking in with us this evening. Come and join us on the next edition of the Beacon Net, Sunday night at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater 147.390 with a positive offset and a PL tone of 114.8. Allstar Node 48496 at Echolink W8WKY-R. Also, don't forget to check out the Barometer Net every morning at 7 a.m. Eastern Time, also here on the W8WKY repeater. And don't forget to visit our friends over on the N5 XQK Memorial Boredom Breaker Net every day at noon Central Time, and that's on Allstar Node 49562 in Echolink N5 XQK-R. You've been listening to the Beacon Net. This is KD8PC. I'm returning the repeater to normal amateur use at this time and will be clear. 73, y'all.
KD8PC, this is late check-in. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet.
Go ahead there, station.
Well, thank you very much for taking the check-in there. I just turned on the node here, and I had to wait for the voice there that goes through and tells me what I'm connected to, because it's simplex, and I can't talk to it unless it's done talking. So I was trying to get done quick. But my name here is Bill, and I'm from Sudbury, Ontario, up here in Canada. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. That's VE3WVJ is the call sign. The name is Bill, and Sudbury, Ontario is the...
All right there, Bill. Well, we appreciate you joining us this evening, and I know the struggle. My node is always announcing something right when I want to be transmitting. So we really appreciate you coming in there tonight from up there in Ontario. We'll wave at you from Northeast Ohio, and come back and visit us. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time here on the W8WKY repeater, which is linked with all kinds of things that do drop in, the gang down in Oklahoma, various repeaters throughout the state and the country, and the repeater here, our Allstar Node is 48496, and our Echolink is Whiskey 8 Whiskey Kilo Yankee -R. So we really appreciate you joining us tonight, and we'd love to hear you anytime, whether it's during the net or if you just want to stop by and chat. We're a pretty active repeater, and there's usually somebody on here that'll answer you. Back to you.
QSL on that. I usually am connected to the Dewdrop in, and I like to leave it on and listen in during the day, you know what I mean? So I got the Allstar Link node, and it's linked in through DV switch, so I got Allstar to digital, so I can do Allstar to MMDVM, so anything I can transcode it there. Well, I guess I can't do the full transcoding like an XLX reflector would, but it works pretty good for just the simplex node. But that's what I do there, and DV switch is pretty fine program. But anyway, yeah, I will definitely be listening in again. Hopefully, I'll be here next Wednesday, or I guess you said Sunday. Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet, back to net control. Thanks for taking the late check-in.
All right there, Bill. Well, we really appreciate you coming in there and joining us tonight. It's always a pleasure to have people from up north there come and check in with us. We had some regulars from up there for a while, but we haven't heard anybody from that way in quite a while. So, Bill, we appreciate your late check-in. You were number 44 on the list, and I like a good even number for a net. So there you are. I'm going to say 73 to you. I've been sitting in this chair far too long, so I've got to go stand up, do a couple things, and head towards bed. So I'll say 73 to you there, Bill. Thanks again for joining us, and yeah, come back and visit us. We're here every Sunday and Wednesday at 10 p.m. Eastern Time. 73, y'all. KD80PC is going to be clear.
Victor Juliet, this is KJ5CGJ. You still around?
Whiskey Victor Juliet, KJ5EGW, I think it was. Just give me one moment. There was one other station that doubled with you, and then I can answer your question there. VE3WVJ.
This is KJ5.
All right,
Kilo Juliet 5.
WVJ. Go ahead.
I actually have my business partner works at is out of Ontario up there. He's in Ottawa. I don't know where that is relation to you, but I heard Ontario and I thought that's my business partner area up there. So just wanted to say hello and welcome to the net here.
Well, thank you for the warm welcome. Yeah, so Sudbury is about 4 to 6 hours north of Ottawa. There, we are. They call us the northern side of things. Like they think we're way up there, but we're just north of Lake Huron there. So, but. Yeah, it's about, I think, 6 hours from Ottawa, and then 4.5 hours from Toronto, something like that. But, yeah, it's not too far. But what kind of business are you into there, if you don't mind me asking?
We do a lot of work with the Canadian government there. We work at a enterprise content management software called it's a content server made by OpenText, which is actually up there too. It's one of your Canadian companies, and do quite a bit of work with them up there, and then a lot of energy and insurance and that kind of stuff.
Okay, QSL. Well, that's pretty interesting. Yeah, I know that there's a lot of things going on here, but so it's an American company working in Canada, I assume.
We're actually incorporated in both places. We got KnowledgeWorks Enterprise Content Management. It's a ridiculously long name. It was, but that's the Canadian company, and then here in the U.S. it's just KnowledgeWorks US Inc. But KnowledgeWorks.ca. But we're a small company. There's about I guess we're up to 7 now, 7 employees, and we've got a few contractors. But yeah, dude, I make it up there to Ottawa. Well, pre-COVID, I used to go up there every few months. Only been up there a couple times post-COVID.
Yeah, QSL. Well, last time I was down south there in Toronto and Ottawa, there was I had to go to Sunnybrook Hospital there for the YL. She had a heart condition there that had to be corrected, and that was the last time I went down there, and that was about 3 years ago.
Well, I hope you make a trip down for something more enjoyable next time, and I'll say 73 to you and yield to the other individual who was out there.
This is KQ4FJD. My name is Brian from Nashville, Tennessee.
VE3WVJ, Bill in Sudbury.
I'm a little confused. I was looking for a Echolink somewhere in New Zealand, but it sounds like this is like a USA Canadian repeater. Do you know where this repeater is located?
Well, technically, this is like Echolink or Allstar, so it's connected to multiple repeaters all over the place. But basically, think of it like like a conference room. You remember the days of telephone where you could go on a conference call? So think of it like we're in a conference room where all the repeaters are all connected into this conference room. So I'm not sure the metric right now, like the exact number of repeaters that we're connected to, but Dewdrop-In is usually connected to quite a few repeaters. So, and systems. It doesn't technically have to be a repeater because it's all Starlink or Echolink or whatever audio they're deciding to go through. Like it could be MMDVM as well. So yeah, there's different ways about it. But right now we're going out analog here in Sudbury on my simplex node running 15 watts. But other than that, I can't say for anyone else where else we're coming out. But yeah, just think of it like a conference room, an All-Starlink conference room, or an Echolink conference room. QSL, Victor Echo 3 Whiskey Victor Juliet.
Well, you could say just like a repeater that has a multiple of inputs, multiple outputs. Basically what it is, just has a ton of inputs, and you hear them. KSFQV.
Kilo Charlie 3, Quebec Foxtrot Charlie.
Well, thank you for that clarification. That actually explains a lot. I found this through just a Google search of Echolink in New Zealand, and it came up with this station, so I hopped on it. But I'm also fairly new to ham. I didn't get my license until a few months ago as well. So learned something. So it's all good. Thank y'all. This is KQ4FJD. I'm going to say 73.
This is KJ5 or FJD VE3. I just got mine too.
Yeah, it's pronounced
There's
Echo
been quite a few that come on to this
Echo, like
here that is
bouncing
recent.
off
I got
your sound,
last
the sound of your voice bouncing off a wall back at you.
Welcome along to the club. I've really enjoyed it.
And then there's
a civil social network.
Allstar Link, and then also there's MMDVM, which gives you all the digital nodes. So there's different ways of connecting in through this. And the Drop In is connected to a lot of different rooms and talk rooms. So hope that kind of explains it a little bit, and I hope you have a fun time on your ventures in ham radio. I hope that you get all the joy that you can out of it. VE3WVJ, back to you.
Guys had a perfect double there. This is Kilo Charlie 8 Echo Echo Yankee.
There's a problem coming through from one network to another network to another network. There are latencies involved.
The station was correct on
VE3 station, Kilo Echo 5, November Charlie Papa.
Of that, go to WAWKY.org, the Silvercreek group, and look on multicast or multicom. I can't recall how it was. Look, but it explains about the doubling and all the stuff that can occur when you have multiple connections done. KSFQV.
The VE3 station, Kilo Echo 5, November Charlie Papa.
Kilo Echo 5, November Charlie Papa, Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet. Name here's Bill. Go ahead, sir.
Thanks, Bill. Appreciate you coming back to me. Yeah, I was just curious, where are you located up there exactly?
W8. I'm located, here, I'll give it a sec here. I should have held the key for about 2 seconds before starting. But I'm located in Sudbury, Ontario. So that's Greater Sudbury is what it is. But you can just type in Sudbury on the map, Sudbury, Sierra, Uniform, Delta, Bravo, Uniform, Romeo, Yankee. Yeah, so anyway, what's your name, sir? I don't have a computer in front of me to check the call sign, but like I said, the name here is Bill.
Okay, Bill, real fine. Yeah, the name here is Tom, Tango Oscar Mike, KE5NCP, and yeah, I was curious. I wasn't sure if you were located in Ontario or over to the West Coast or what. Yeah, we've been up through Ontario before. In fact, we've been in Ontario, but we also made a visit over to Vancouver Island in my working days, and we helped set up the driver's license site over there in Vancouver Island. So
it was very enjoyable up there through Canada, and then we took a puddle jumper over there to Vancouver Island, which was really neat because I don't think we ever got over about 3,000 or 4,000 feet in the air, and had a great view on the ride over there. Roger.
Yeah, QSL. Probably what was it? The Haviland Beaver of sorts. Those are a real popular plane out in Vancouver Vancouver area. But yeah, I myself, I'm 35 next month. I'm still pretty young. 35 years young next month. I guess you could say old. I'm still feeling whatever. I still feel young, so that's the main thing. But anyway, I guess back when I was 27 or something like that, I went to British Columbia with my dad, and I went all the way across. I traveled from the West Coast, put my feet in the West Coast in the water, and then I was in the East Coast when I was younger, and I put my feet in the water. So, but anyway, the only places I haven't went was the Yukon and the Northwest Territories and Nunavut. That's where those are the last three I got to go to. And then I could say I've been all over Canada, except for Sable Island. I haven't been to Sable Island. That's that one island with all the horses on it. Back to you, VE3WVJ.
VE3WVJ, KE5NCP. Yeah, that sounds great. I tell you, we enjoyed ourselves. I had to come up there for a meeting. We had a company up in Ontario that was a subsidiary of our company here in the U.S. So we spent a couple of weeks up there in Ontario and had a good time. And then, like I said, we did make a trip up there through Ontario and over to Vancouver and on the island and helped set up the driver's license program up there. So anyway, enjoyed our time up there. Is really a great time seeing parts of Canada up there. So we just thought we'd jump in here and say howdy to you and let you know that we've been up there a time or two and enjoyed ourselves up that way. We'll go ahead and get out of here. I think there's some other stations in here, so we'll say 73 to you and appreciate the QSO. VE3WVJ, KE5NCP 73.
All right, 73, sir. You enjoy yourself and have yourself a great evening. Thank you very much for the QSL. Victor Echo 3, Whiskey Victor Juliet on the portable on Allstar Link. We'll be monitoring here. WB8TXO, VE3WVJ. VE3WVJ, do you copy? Oh, there. I was just responding back to your call there. Since you called out for me there, so I was just responding. You know what? That sounds interesting. So I also heard something about how GPS is going to be a thing of the past, in a sense where they're using
If I'm not mistaken, it may have cut the link, KC3QSC.
So some of the links could be moving around. So KCFQV.
W8WKY. Whiskey X-Ray. It's been my pleasure to host this evening's net. At this time, I will close the net with 8 check-ins and return this frequency to normal and customary amateur use. This has been Whiskey 8 Victor Papa Victor, closing the net at 9:44 p.m. local time, 73. Good, Thomas. Thanks for everything you do. Really appreciate it. W8EZT. All be clear.
Chicago, West 2th Street.
W8WKY.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
W8WKY.